Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today I will be presenting a biography of Stephen Hawking. This is actually a project from my physics class. So Stephen Hawking's real name is Stephen William Hawking. He was born in Oxford, England on January 8th, 1942. Coincidentally, his birthday is 300 years exactly after the death of Galileo Galilei. He was born to Isabel Walker and Frank Hawking, who was a research biologist. Hawking was the oldest and had two younger sisters and a brother. As a kid, he always liked to build things and take things apart to examine how they work. His father encouraged him to pursue a career in medicine, but Hawking felt that it wasn't enough. Hawking got into the University of Oxford with a 95% on his entrance exam. Just to clarify, the average score in 2017 was 57.2%, so he pretty much obliterated the test. During his time at university, he found that mathematics and physics were so easy that he didn't even bother to take notes. Dr. Hawking himself estimated that he studied about 1,000 hours during his 3 years at Oxford. This is equivalent to only 1 hour a day. Needless to say, college was a breeze for him. With all his spare time, he decided to socialize more often. He took up the sport rowing and had a pretty great social life. His role was the coxswain, the person directing crew members where to row. However, this newfound hobby might have been the reason why the competition for first and second class honors were very tight. Thankfully, in the end, he made first-class honors. After graduating from university, Stephen Hawking went to Cambridge University to pursue his PhD. There, he specialized in the study of cosmology. This was the first real intellectual challenge that he faced. Questions like, where did the universe come from, propelled his interest in cosmology. When he came home from holiday, Hawking's parents began to notice his lack of balance and slurred speech and grew very concerned. They sent him to get some tests done and later found out that he had amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. If you're wondering why ALS sounds familiar, it might be because of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge that was created back in 2014 to spread awareness and funding for the disease. It's a cruel disease that deteriorates your body, yet leaves your brain unaffected. This was around the time when he met Jane Wilde. She was very supportive of him, they fell in love, and the two got married on July 14, 1965. He had 3 kids and received much support and encouragement through his family. Unfortunately, after 30 years, they got a divorce, and he remarried to Elaine Mason. They also divorced after 11 years. After Stephen Hawking graduated from Oxford, he went to Cambridge for his PhD. As part of his PhD thesis in 1966, Dr. Hawking gave an example that if you were to run a film of the expanding universe backward, you would find that a singularity had to have existed sometime, which means that it must have existed in the beginning. As you can see, like this little black square nub of film that pops out after you've pulled out all of the film, that nub in the beginning of the film is like the singularity that begins the universe. Stephen Hawking collaborated with Robert Penrose to prove using mathematics that the singularity theory does exist. Using the concept, they also published theorems about the behavior of black holes and what happens if you are caught in them. After he got his PhD in applied mathematics and theoretical physics, he received a fellowship at Cambridge's Gonville and Caius College. This is where he started to explore more of the universe and his discoveries came to light. In 1974, Stephen Hawking had the greatest scientific accomplishment. While at Caltech University, he determined that by combining Einstein's theory and quantum theory, black holes are not completely dark, but instead emit radiation. His discovery was credited with the name Hawking radiation. Einstein's theory alone was not enough to explain how a black hole worked. It was around this time where the media became interested in him and he started to become famous. Because of this revolutionary discovery, he was inducted into the Royal Society, a worldwide fellowship of scientists. In 1979, he was appointed Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, the most famous academic chair in the world. His most controversial theory is in 2014 when he revised his own theory of how there is an existence of an event horizon, the point where nothing can escape. Instead, he proposed that there would be an apparent horizon that would alter according to quantum changes within the black hole. Unfortunately, the world has lost one of its most renowned theoretical physicists on March 14, 2020. Another crazy coincidence is that the day Stephen Hawking passed was also Albert Einstein's 139th birthday. Dr. Stephen Williams' legacy will always live on. He's renowned not only in the scientific field, but throughout pop culture, appearing in The Big Bang Theory, interviews, and many other media outlets. There was even a movie made about him called The Theory of Everything. He wrote at least 15 books and made numerous documentaries exploring and showing viewers what the universe is like through his eyes. From consolidating how the universe began to exploring the mysterious workings of a black hole, Stephen Hawking revolutionized the understanding of black holes and our universe. Thanks for watching the life of Stephen Hawking. Comment down below what was your most interesting fact about Stephen Hawking that I didn't get a chance to mention in this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you!